Hi, this is Natalie Rice from sportstalkreview.com. I've got Stuart from Talking Tipsters on the line, and we're getting together this week and we are bet chatting. We're going to run through all Premier League matches taking place over the weekend, starting with Arsenal versus West Brom. Now, obviously, Arsenal plays Sunderland on Wednesday, this Wednesday here, so we don't know injuries, etc. But as it stands now, Arsenal is playing to keep third spot. Manchester United trail them by 2 points, but that should change after Wednesday's match. Stuart, what are you expecting on the pitch here?
Well, I'm expecting, first of all, I'm expecting Arsenal to pick up 3 points in the first match. And then in this next one, it's going to be a little bit more difficult, I think. It's not going to be against a side that's struggling. West Brom coming off a very, very good win. You know, they thrashed Chelsea. And now I think they're coming up against a side that's equally in good form. I don't think any side in 2015 has done as well as Arsenal have. So it's going to be a very good game.
Yeah. Obviously they come from beating Chelsea there 3-0. Can't really explain that one. But now they come into this match, is it making it, but they've got nothing to play for, bearing in mind they are safe from relegation. Would you maybe look to sort of say a draw halftime Arsenal win? That's a long shot bet, and that's 4.2.
Well, West Brom have been pretty difficult to predict recently. You know, I never would have thought they'd get 3 against Chelsea. But equally, I don't think their manager is going to be sitting back and taking it easy just because it's the last game of the season. He's the kind of guy who says, right, go out and show me what you can do in every game and not just in 1 or 2. So I would be very surprised if he let them slack off, frankly.
What's the bet that you're going for here?
Well, I'm expecting Giroud to score, actually. I think this is the kind of match that's going to suit him quite nicely. So I've gone for a Giroud to score, which isn't a normal bet type I go for. That's 1.83 at Bet365. I've looked at the way the team's set up. I've looked at West Brom, and I think he could have a little bit of luck against that West Brom defence. And, you know, they do ship a few every so often. And he's come in for a bit of criticism, and he's the kind of player who kind of shoves that back into the faces of his critics. So I'm expecting him to get a goal. So at 1.83, I thought that was a reasonable set of odds.
Yeah, and it's Arsenal's last home match, isn't it? So of the season. So I'm just wondering whether they're going to, pocket a few goals there in front of their fans. Final bow out. Obviously, they've got the FA Cup coming in. So 2 weeks is that? Maybe a week and a half, something like that. So I don't know. The other bet I was looking at was Arsenal minus 1.5, and that's 1.98 there. 2 goals or more, can they win by? And then the question also is, can West Brom score?
Well, I think West Brom can score, but I was actually looking at the under 2.5 as another possible bet. I decided not to go for that one. I think there is going to be a good chance that certain players are not going to want to get injured before the FA Cup final. But then again, they're up against Aston Villa, who were flashed last week. So they'll be looking at that and thinking they've got a very good chance. I'm sticking with the bet I've got, I have to say. In terms of going half-time, full-time, it's not something I'd be touching right now.
Well, just looking at their last matches here, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of their last head-to-heads have gone under 2.5 goals there. So that could be a support for the under 2.5 goals. I do quite like Arsenal to win to 0, but after, West Brom beating Chelsea 3-0, it's a bit tough to play that one. But it's going to be an interesting match. But let's head on over now to Aston Villa versus Burnley.
All right.